Look around you right now. Who is standing next to you? Who is cheering for your dreams? Who is calling you to say, keep going? The truth is, nobody. Nobody is clapping for your late nights. Nobody is watching you try so hard. Nobody is asking how you feel when things get difficult. And that is the exact moment when most people stop. They look around and see an empty room. They say, nobody is helping me. They say, nobody believes in my vision. They say, I cannot do this by myself. So they drop their goals. They give up on their dreams. But today, I want you to hear a very important truth. Sometimes, you have to walk this path alone. It is not because you are weak. It is not because people do not love you. It is not because your dream is impossible. You are alone because life is testing you. Life wants to see how serious you are. Anyone can run when people are cheering them on. Anyone can feel strong when the road is easy and smooth. Anyone can be confident when everyone is praising them. But real power is built in the quiet. Real strength is born when you keep walking, even when nobody is walking with you. If you feel ignored today, if you feel tired, if you feel completely unsupported, this message is for you. If you have a big dream, but no team, a major goal, but no applause, a vision, but no audience, stay right here. Let this lesson change the way you see your struggle. Let it build your confidence today. Do not turn away. Do not look back. Your journey starts now, and you are ready. Part 1. Stop waiting for someone to push you. One of the biggest traps in life is waiting. You wait for the perfect moment. You wait for someone to hold your hand. You wait for someone to tell you, you can do it. You wait for your family to agree with your plans. You wait for your friends to share your excitement. You wait for a partner to join your journey. But let me ask you a real question. What happens if nobody ever shows up? What happens if they never understand your vision? Do you just sit there? Do you let your dream die in the dust? Many people waste years of their life because of this illusion. They think they need a team to start. They think they need a big group of supporters to take the first step. So they say, I will start when I get help. They say, I will write that book when someone guides me. They say, I will practice my English when I find a study partner. They say, I will build my business when I have investors. But that is a lie you tell yourself. It is an excuse to stay comfortable. It is an excuse to avoid the scary truth. The truth is, your dream was given to you. It was not given to your mother. It was not given to your best friend. It was not given to your coworkers. They cannot see what you see. They cannot feel the fire in your chest. They do not know how badly you want to change your life. So why do you expect them to run with you? Why do you need their permission to build your own future? If you keep waiting for the perfect support, you will wait forever. Sometimes you have to start with fear. Sometimes you must take action with zero confidence. Sometimes you have to take the first step in total confusion. You must build your life when nobody is watching. Think about the person who wants to get fit. They wait for a gym partner. They wait for the perfect weather. They wait for the best shoes. But the strong person does not wait. They put on old clothes. They go outside. They run in the cold. Alone. Think about the person who wants to start a business. They do not wait for thousands of dollars. They do not wait for a beautiful office. They start at their kitchen table. They work at 5 a.m. while the whole house is still sleeping. They work when their eyes are heavy. They work because they know nobody is coming to save them. This is how real strength is made. A strong person does not wait for the world to push them. They become their own force. They wake up and they tell themselves, move. They feel tired, but they still try. They feel lonely, but they do not stop. They face rejection, but they keep going. The moment you stop waiting for others, you get your power back. You stop blaming your parents. You stop crying because your friends do not care. You stop begging for attention. You stop depending on outside motivation. And you finally start doing the actual work. Maybe nobody is supporting your English learning journey today. That is fine. Keep practicing. Maybe nobody believes in your creative ideas. That is fine. Keep creating. Maybe nobody wants to invest in your business. That is fine. Keep learning. At the end of the day, your life is your own job. Other people can offer advice, but they cannot live for you. They can wish you well, but they cannot do the push-ups for you. They can encourage you, but they cannot build your discipline. You have to do your part. And your part almost always starts in an empty room. Doing it alone teaches you how to trust yourself. When you have no safety net, you learn how to balance. When you have no coach, you learn how to guide your own steps. And slowly, your confidence begins to grow. It does not grow because people praised you. It does not grow because life became easy. It grows because you looked at a difficult path and you walked it anyway. So stop looking around for a crowd. Stop waiting for a push. Become your own push. Become your own coach. Become your own biggest fan. Because a person who can walk alone can walk anywhere they want. Part 2. Become your own audience. It is a very heavy feeling. You work hard. You sweat. You sacrifice your sleep. You put your whole heart into your goal. But nobody notices. No one looks at you and says, "Great job." No one sends a message saying, "I am proud of you." You feel completely invisible. The room is silent. The screen is quiet. Your phone does not ring. And because of this silence, you start to doubt. You ask yourself, is this even worth it? You think, maybe my work does not matter. But you are wrong. Your work matters. It matters even if nobody is watching. Think about a tiny seed. It lies deep under the cold dirt. It is dark. It is lonely. Nobody walks by and claps for the seed. Nobody praises it for trying to grow. But under the ground, the seed is working. It is pushing through the dirt. It is building roots. It is getting stronger every single day. And only after that silent work does the green leaf appear. Think about a giant building. The strongest part of the building is the foundation. But where is the foundation? It is buried deep in the ground. Nobody takes pictures of the foundation. Nobody stands outside and admires the concrete under the earth. But without that hidden concrete, the building falls. Your life is the same. Your silent days are your foundation. If you stop working because the room is quiet, your building will collapse. You cannot wait for other people to clap for you. You cannot depend on their noise to feel strong. Because if you need their applause to start, you will stop when they get quiet. And people always get quiet. They have their own problems. They have their own bills to pay. They have their own stress to carry. They cannot watch you 24 hours a day. So you must learn to become your own audience. You must learn to clap for yourself. Every time you wake up early when your body wants to sleep, clap for yourself. Every time you choose to study instead of watching TV, clap for yourself. Every time you control your anger instead of screaming, clap for yourself. Every time you practice your skills in silence, clap for yourself. Every time you face a failure and still stand up, clap for yourself. Every time you choose discipline over easy comfort, clap for yourself. This is where true self-respect begins. Self-respect does not come from a blue check mark. It does not come from likes on social media. It does not come from compliments from your friends. True self-respect comes from keeping promises to yourself. It is the feeling you get when you look in the mirror and you know you did not cheat. You know you did the work when nobody was looking. You know you kept your word. Many people break down because they are empty inside. They constantly look outside for validation. They beg for a thumbs up. They ask, "Why does nobody see my effort?" They cry, "Why does nobody care about my progress?" But let me ask you this. Are you proud of yourself? If you are not proud of your own work, 1,000,000 people clapping will not save you. The applause will fade, and you will feel empty again. But if you are proud of yourself, the silence of the world cannot break you. You become solid. You become like a rock. Doing it alone means you build an inner voice, and that voice must be louder than the noise outside. When you feel tired, your inner voice must say, "We are not stopping." When you make a mistake, your inner voice must say, "We will learn and try again." When people ignore you, your inner voice must say, "Their eyes do not define my worth." If your inner voice is weak, the world will control you. If someone ignores you, you will feel crushed. If someone laughs at your dream, you will hide. If someone criticizes your progress, you will quit. But when your inner voice is a shield, you are different. They can doubt, but you still show up. They can walk away, but you still grow. They can stay silent, but you still run. That is real power. You do not get strong by being carried. You get strong by standing up when the help is gone. So today, stop waiting for people to notice your small wins. You must notice them. Maybe your English is not perfect yet, but you spoke today. That is a win. Maybe your business did not make money today, but you learned a new skill. That is a win. Maybe your body is not fit yet, but you walked for 30 minutes. That is a win. Never insult your own progress because it is small. Small steps still move you forward. Slow progress is still progress. Silent growth is still growth. A person who improves just 1% every single day becomes a giant over time. But the problem is, most people quit too early. They want the prize on day one. They want the applause before they do the work. They want quick results, quick money, quick fame. But life does not work that way. Life wants to test your hunger. It wants to see if you will keep going when the room is empty. It wants to see if your dream is real or just a temporary mood. So keep working in the dark. Your private discipline is preparing your public success. The hours you spend alone studying are not wasted. The tears you wipe by yourself are not wasted. The pain you carry in silence is not wasted. Everything is shaping you. Everything is building your character. One day, the world will see your results. They will see the finished building. But by that time, you will not need their applause to feel good, because you already learned how to believe in yourself. And that is the most beautiful part of walking alone. It makes you free. It makes you mentally tough. It makes you dangerous to your own excuses. So clap for yourself today. Clap because you are still here. Clap because you did not give up. Clap because you are still fighting for a better life. If nobody else claps for you, make so much progress that your results make the noise. Part 3. Your lonely season is a training ground. Sometimes the world gets very quiet. You look around your room. You look at your phone. There are no messages. There are no notifications. There are no invitations to go out on the weekend. It feels like everyone has forgotten you. It feels like you are left behind. It feels like you are fighting a silent war all by yourself. You see your old friends on social media? They are partying. They are laughing together. They are living their lives in the bright lights. But you are sitting alone in the dark. You ask yourself, why is my life like this? Why am I so isolated? Why does nobody care about my journey? But today, I want you to change your perspective. This quiet time is not a mistake. It is not a punishment. It is your lonely season. And your lonely season is actually a massive gift. Think about what happens when a room is crowded. It is loud. There is music playing. People are talking over each other. In a crowded room, you cannot hear your own thoughts. You listen to their opinions. You watch their choices. You start to copy their habits. You want their approval, so you act like them. You chase their dreams instead of yours. Every time you try to speak, they interrupt you. Every time you share a goal, they tell you to stay quiet. Every time you try to grow, They pull you back to their level. But when life clears the room, everything changes. When life removes the noise, you can finally hear yourself. You can hear your own heart. You can hear your own vision. The empty room forces you to meet yourself. You cannot run from your thoughts anymore. You cannot hide behind a fake smile at a party. You have to look in the mirror and ask the hard questions. Who am I really? What do I actually want from my life? What habits are destroying my future? Which people are pulling me down? These are the questions that build a strong mind, and you can only answer them in complete silence. Many people are terrified of being alone. They cannot stay in a quiet room for 10 minutes. They have to turn on the TV. They have to scroll through social media. They have to call someone, anyone, just to avoid the silence. Why? Because they are running from themselves. They are empty on the inside, so they need outside noise to feel alive. But you must be different. You must welcome the quiet. You must treat your lonely season like a sacred training ground. This is your boot camp. This is where you build your mental armor. In a crowded room, you spend your hard-earned money. In an empty room, you build your future wealth. In a crowded room, you drink and waste your precious hours. In an empty room, you read books and study. In a crowded room, you seek temporary attention. In an empty room, you build permanent character. Look at the great people in this world. Before they stood on big stages, they spent years in small rooms. The writer wrote their book alone. The runner ran in the dark alone. The creator edited their videos alone. The world saw their success later, but the strength was built in the quiet. So do not hate this season of your life. Do not spend it crying on your bed. Do not spend it begging people to come back to you. Let them go. Sometimes life removes people because they do not belong in your future. They were dragging you down. They were laughing at your goals. They were draining your energy. Being alone with a clear purpose is 1,000,000 times better than being with people who kill your growth. A lonely road with a destination is better than a crowded road going nowhere. So protect this quiet season. Use it to work on your body. Do 50 push-ups in your bedroom when nobody is watching. Go for a run in the cold morning. Use it to work on your mind. Read 1 page of a book every single day. Practice your English alone in front of the mirror. Record your own voice and listen to it. Write down your plans for the next 5 years. This is your preparation time. You are being prepared for something bigger. If you do not build your strength now, you will collapse when the stage gets big. If you cannot handle the silence, you cannot handle the success. So stay focused. Stop checking your phone for messages that are not coming. Stop waiting for people to invite you out. Invite yourself to grow. Check on your own progress. Be your own partner. It feels like you are losing friends, but you are actually finding yourself. It feels like you are lonely, but you are actually becoming independent. It feels like you are behind, but you are actually getting ready to pass everyone. Your future self is watching you right now. They are waiting for you to finish this training. Do not let them down. Keep your head up. Keep your focus sharp. Your lonely season is not your end. It is your beginning. Part 4. The Power of Invisible Work. The most important work of your life will happen in the dark. It will happen when the lights are off. It will happen when your friends are out partying. It will happen when the rest of the world is fast asleep. But many people do not want this quiet struggle. They only want the bright lights. They want the big trophy on the stage. They want the applause of the crowd. They want the fame and the quick praise. But they do not want the heavy lifting. They do not want the boring hours of practice. They do not want the discipline that nobody sees. Let me tell you a secret about success. Public victory is always born in private pain. You cannot have the shine without the grind. If you want to be strong, you must build yourself when nobody is watching. Nobody sees your 5 a.m. alarm. Nobody sees the cold water you splash on your face. Nobody sees you sitting at your desk, staring at a difficult book. Nobody sees you repeating the same English sentence 10 times. Nobody sees the frustration in your eyes when you make a mistake. Nobody sees the tears you wipe away when you want to quit. Nobody sees the quiet choices you make every single day. They only see the final result. They see you speaking fluently. They see you looking fit and strong. They see you running a successful business. They think you got lucky. They think it happened overnight. But you know the truth. You know it was the invisible work that changed your life. What do you do when you are completely alone? What do you do when your phone is turned off? Do you scroll through social media for 3 hours? Do you watch videos that teach you nothing? Or do you build your mind? This is the ultimate test of your character. It is easy to act strong when people are looking at you. It is easy to study hard when your teacher is watching. It is easy to work out when your friends are at the gym. But what happens when the audience goes home? Do you still keep your promises to yourself? Do you still choose your future over your comfort? Your private habits are creating your public future. You cannot hide your real habits for long. If you waste your time in secret, your future will show it. If you practice your skills in secret, your future will show it. Your results will always speak the truth about your private hours. So make a decision to win the quiet battles. Choose the book instead of the television screen. Choose to save your money instead of buying things to impress people. Choose to practice your craft until your hands are tired. Think about a giant oak tree in the forest. The tree does not make a sound when it grows. It does not scream to get attention from the other trees. It does not ask the birds to clap for its leaves. It just stands there in the silence. It pushes its roots deeper into the dark ground. Day after day. It drinks the rain. It faces the cold wind. And in the quiet, it becomes a giant. You must be like that tree. Stop trying to show off your progress on the internet. Stop posting every small step to get likes from strangers. Let your growth happen in silence. Let your discipline be your secret weapon. When you work in private, you build real power. You do not need permission to improve. You do not need a crowd to start. You only need a strong mind and a clear plan. So keep practicing your English in your room. Keep writing your plans on your notepad. Keep working on your health when nobody is cheering. One day, people will look at you and ask a question. They will ask, "How did you change so much?" They will wonder how you became so confident and strong. They will not know about the lonely nights. They will not know about the days you had to force yourself to move. They will not know about the silent struggles you faced. And that is perfectly fine. You do not need them to know your history. You only need them to see your victory. Your alone time is not empty space. It is your workshop. It is your classroom. It is the place where your strongest self is created. Do the invisible work today, and let your success make the noise tomorrow. Part 5. Protect your vision from blind eyes. There is a very common mistake that almost everyone makes. When you get a big idea, you feel excited. Your heart beats fast. You feel a sudden rush of energy. You want to tell the world. So, you run to your friends. You run to your family. You open your mouth and you share your deepest dreams. But instead of support, you get cold water. They look at you with confused eyes. They shake their heads. They tell you to stop dreaming. You say, I want to build a business from my laptop. They say, that is a scam. Get a real job. You say, I want to speak English fluently and travel the world. They say, you are too old. You do not have the brain for it. You say, I'm going to change my health and get fit. They say, you always quit. Why try again? And slowly, your fire starts to die. The excitement in your chest turns into doubt. You sit in your room and you think, maybe they are right. Maybe I am being foolish. Maybe I should just stay comfortable. But let me tell you something very important. Their doubt is not about your dream. Their doubt is about their own limitations. You are trying to explain the beauty of the ocean to people who have never left their small pond. They cannot see your vision because they do not have your eyes. They cannot understand your hunger because they are already full of comfort. And that is okay. It is not their fault. A person who has only lived in the dark cannot understand the bright sun. But you must stop begging them to see your light. Stop trying to make them understand. Stop waiting for them to say, wow, that is a great idea. Your vision does not need their approval to be real. Every time you try to explain your dream to a negative person, you lose energy. You waste your precious time trying to convince them. You argue. You explain. You try to prove your worth. But you are using your fuel for the wrong thing. Instead of using your energy to build, you are using your energy to fight. This is a dangerous trap. Negative words are like quiet poison. If you let them sit in your mind, they will slowly kill your confidence. They will make you hesitate. They will make you fear failure. So, you must protect your mind like a sacred garden. You do not let weeds grow in a beautiful garden. So why do you let negative opinions grow in your mind? The best way to protect your dream is silence. Shut your mouth. Stop telling people what you are going to do. Stop posting your big plans on the internet. Stop asking for advice from people who have never achieved anything. If they do not have the life you want, do not take their advice. Just work. Work when they think you are sleeping. Plan when they think you're playing. Learn when they think you are resting. Let your progress be your only answer. You do not need to say, I am working hard. Let your results speak for you. You do not need to say, I'm studying English. Let your fluent voice speak for you. You do not need to say, I am building a business. Let your success speak for you. Action is always 1,000 times louder than any explanation. When you work in silence, you keep your power. You do not have to defend your choices. You do not have to explain your schedule. You do not have to argue with small minds. You just focus on the next step. Why do we care so much about what they think? Because we want to feel safe. We want our friends to say, yes, go for it. But safety does not build giants. Approval does not buy your freedom. If you always look for their green light, you will stay stuck at the red light of their fear. Some people are not trying to hurt you. They just love you and want you to be safe. But their version of safety is a small life. Their version of safety is a boring job, a normal routine, and zero risk. But you do not want a small life. You want to see how far you can go. You want to test your limits, so you cannot use their map to find your destination. Their map only goes to the edge of their comfort zone. Your journey goes much further. Think about a small seed again. If you dig up the seed every day to show your friends, it will die. It needs to stay hidden in the dark dirt. It needs time to grow its roots. It needs protection. Your dream is that tiny seed. Keep it close to your heart. Water it with your daily discipline. Feed it with your hard work. Protect it with your silence. And when the time is right, it will break through the ground. It will grow into a massive tree. And the same people who laughed at the seed will come to sit under the shade of your tree. So from today, make a promise to yourself. No more long explanations. No more begging for belief. No more sharing your gold with people who only value dirt. Let them think you are doing nothing. Let them think you are quiet. Let them think you have no plans. Keep your head down. Keep your eyes on the goal. Protect your vision from blind eyes. And let your results make the noise. Part 6. The refusal to break. There will be very dark days on this path. It is the truth. There will be mornings when your body feels like lead. There will be nights when your chest feels tight and heavy. You will sit on the edge of your bed. You will look at the floor. You will ask yourself, why is this so hard? You will ask, why am I the only one struggling? You will feel the hot tears in your eyes, and you will want to throw your hands up. You will want to say, I cannot do this anymore. It feels like the whole world is moving forward, while you are stuck. It feels like everyone else has an easy path, while yours is full of rocks. It feels like your energy is completely gone. But you must understand something beautiful about this pain. This pain is not here to destroy you. This pain is the fire, and you are the metal. You cannot make strong steel without a very hot fire. The fire melts the weak parts. The fire shapes the metal. The fire makes it sharp and unbreakable. If you run away from the fire, you stay soft. If you stay in the fire, you become a weapon. Anyone can walk when the sun is shining. Anyone can smile when the weather is warm and beautiful. Anyone can keep moving when they have a group of friends singing with them. But that does not make you strong. True strength is born in the middle of a cold storm. It is born when the wind is blowing in your face. It is born when the rain is hitting your eyes. And you are completely by yourself. You have no umbrella. You have no coat. But you look at the storm and you take another step. You must become that person. Become the person who does not break. Keep going when your heart is heavy. Keep going when your mind is telling you to stop. Keep going when your friends do not call you. Keep going when nobody believes you will succeed. Keep going when you make a big mistake. Keep going when you feel like crying. This is how you build a mind of iron. What is a winner? Is a winner the smartest person in the room? No. Is a winner the person with the most money? No. Is a winner the person with the best luck? No. A winner is just a normal person. They feel the same fear you feel. They feel the same tiredness you feel. They face the same doubts you face. But they made one simple choice. They refused to quit. Every time they fell down, they got back up. Every time they failed, they learned the lesson. Every time they felt alone, they worked harder. They did not have a special power. Their only power was their refusal to stop. You have that same power inside you right now. You just have to use it. Think about your future self. Think about the version of you 5 years from now. That person is standing in the light. That person is strong. That person is successful. That person is free. And right now, that future self is looking back at you. They are watching you sit in your quiet room. They see your tears. They see your heavy heart. And they are begging you. They are saying, please do not quit. They are saying, do not give up on me. They are saying, I need you to fight today so I can exist tomorrow. Every time you want to stop, remember that person. Do not let your future self down. Do not leave them in the dark. You are the only bridge to their success. If you stop walking, they will never be born. Think about the people who left you. Think about the friends who did not support your dream. If you quit today, they win. They will look at you and say, see, I told you so. They will say, your dream was just a silly idea. They will feel right. But you cannot let them be right. You must prove your own heart. You must show them that your fire was real. Do not fight them with words. Do not argue with them on your phone. Fight them with your discipline. Fight them with your daily work. Every time you study when you are tired, you are winning. Every time you practice your skills alone, you are winning. Every time you choose to grow, you are winning. This is not about anger. This is about self-belief. It is about showing yourself what you are made of. So stand up. Wipe the tears from your face. Take a deep breath. You do not need a crowd to stand behind you. You do not need a team to hold your hand. You only need to take one more step. Just one. And then another one tomorrow. You say, I am tired, but I will continue. You say, I am alone, but I am strong. You say, they do not see me, but my future will. This is the refusal to break. And once you have this mindset, nothing in this world can stop you. You become truly dangerous. You become a force of nature. And the road that felt so lonely will lead you to your greatest victory. So, what is the ultimate truth of this entire journey? It is this. The road you walk alone is not a mistake. It is the very thing that makes you. When you build your own power, nobody can take it away from you. Think about it. If someone gives you a job, they can fire you. If someone gives you confidence, they can take it away with one mean comment. If someone carries you to the top, they can drop you at any moment. But when you build your own mind in an empty room, you become truly free. You do not owe your success to anyone. You do not have to beg for permission to stand tall. You paid for your growth with your own tears. You paid for your skills with your own quiet hours. You paid for your strength with your own silent discipline. And that is why walking alone makes you dangerous in the most beautiful way. You become a person who cannot be controlled by the crowd. They cannot stop you by ignoring your work. They cannot break your heart by staying silent. They cannot destroy your dream by refusing to clap for you. You have already survived the quietest nights. You have already faced the coldest wind by yourself. What can they possibly do to stop you now? Nothing. You are unshakable. So, stand up right now. Wipe the dust off your shoes. Wipe the tears from your face. Stop looking around for a savior. Look in the mirror. There is your savior. Take one small step today. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for a friend to join you. Read one page of that difficult book. Speak one English sentence out loud. Do one hard task that you have been avoiding. Do it alone. Do it with a quiet fire in your chest. Do it with courage. Do it with absolute belief. Your future self is waiting for you at the end of this road. They are standing in the light, waiting to thank you for not giving up today. Do not disappoint that person. They need you to be strong right now. If this lesson gave you the strength to keep going, stay connected with this channel. Keep learning. Keep practicing your English every single day. Keep building your mind and keep moving forward. Your journey is not over. Your strongest version is still being built. Go out there and do it alone.